Hello viewers, welcome back to UPSC Warriors channel by Unacademy. This is Soundarya. We know that on this Monday in the Rajya Sabha, we had witnessed so many chaotic scenes, especially because of the conflicts that happened between the BJP MPs and the Congress MPs. So what was the issue? The BJP MPs claimed that some of the top leaders of the Congress are having a kind of link with this Hungarian American billionaire investor George Soros, and they wanted to have a discussion on this particular matter, citing national security as the reason. But the Congress MPs were against this, but the Vice President Dhankar also rejected the notices, even though the Congress MPs claimed that Dhankar is in favor of the ruling party, that is the BJP, citing so many incidents and saying that despite he rejecting the notices, but still he allowed them to raise the issue in the House. So this is the recent incident that triggered the conflict, and that has something led to the leader of opposition Mallikarjun Kharge, Pramod Tiwari, etc., to issue a notice for the impeachment of the vice president. So what is going to happen? So if this particular resolution is passed, then this is going to be the very first resolution to pass to get the vice president impeached ever in our parliament history, right? So this is very significant. But do you think that this is something that is possible? Why? It is because in order to remove the vice president, we have to give notice 14 days prior, even before starting the resolution process. But this particular winter session of the Rajya Sabha is going to end on 20th of December. So let's wait and watch what is going to happen. But what is needed for our examination, it is to understand how vice president is getting removed and what are the different types of majorities that we have for passing various bills, resolutions, motions, etc. in the parliament, right? So this is something which is again very important. Why? Because in the past previous in the past UPSC prelims question papers, we have seen so many questions being asked on these lines. So let's study that now. What are the different types of majorities that we have, and where do we find its applications? So we have broadly three different types of majorities used for various purposes. So let's start with simple majority. So what is mean by simple majority? For doing certain actions like passing bills, resolutions, and motions, we will discuss that now. We need just the support of simple majority of the House. What is mean by that? Just 50% plus 1 of present and voting. If it is Lok Sabha, if it has 545 members, then 50% plus 1 of present and voting. So for example, if it is 543, the current strength, if there are only 530 members present on the particular day of passing a majority, and then out of this 530, only 510 members take part in voting, then in order to get the simple majority, we need 50% plus 1 of this 510 members. Okay, so that is 50% plus 1 of this 510 members should support the motion, should support the resolution. This is what is meant by simple majority. And talking about the effective majority, simply in in the place of the present and voting, we will have 50% plus 1 of total strength of the House minus vacancies. So if the House strength is 543 and if there are 3 vacancies, then it means that in order to do something under effective majority, we need the support of 50% plus 1 of 540. And we also have 3 different types of special majorities here. We will have look at it one by one now. So talking about the special majority type 1, so we will have the applications also after this. See, special majority type 1 is something that needs a majority of not less than 2/3 of the members present and voting. So as you can compare, we will be able to find out that this is something which is needed for doing certain things which are again, which are again dependent upon the support of maximum strength of the House. So that is something which is again not meant to be done on a daily basis, right? So we'll come to that now. What is special majority type 2 then? Special majority type 2 is something which needs support of not less than 2/3 of the members present and voting plus 50 plus 1 of the total strength of the house. So this is something we call as absolute majority. Okay, that is 50 percentage plus 1 of the total strength of the house. So both these criterias have to be fulfilled in order to pass something under special majority type 2. So if you remember what are the things that needed special majority type 2, drop a message in the comment section. We are going to have a look at it very shortly. And then talking about special majority type 3, so this is needed for not less than 2/3 of the members, total members present. Okay, so this is needed when we are actually going to impeach the president. We need the support of not less than 2/3 of the total strength of the house. Now, without delay, let's get into the applications of these types of majorities. So because this is very important for your examination. So let's start with a simple majority. Simple majority is something which is used for most of the cases like passing bills, resolutions and motions. What are the different types of bills which get passed with simple majority? Ordinary bills, financial bills and money bills. So what about constitutional amendment bills? Constitutional amendment bill cannot be passed in simple majority as such that easily. Why? Because it is something which is going to amend the constitution, right? So, but then for some of the constitutional amendments which need state ratification, the ratification of constitutional amendment bills by the states will be done using the simple majority. So to give some examples, whenever there is a amendment aimed at altering the provisions related to the powers of the president, elections of the president, whenever there is any amendment bill aimed at altering the extent of executive power of center and state, whenever there is a constitutional amendment aimed at altering the distribution of legislative powers between center and states, so whenever there is a constitutional amendment which is aimed at altering something in the 7th schedule of the constitution, so whenever there is a constitutional amendment to amend article 368 itself, so these are certain examples where we actually need the ratification of the states, right? So in that condition, states will ratify those with the help of simple majorities. And talking about the resolutions, see, resolution for discontinuance of national emergency, it is not continuance, it is discontinuance of national emergency in the Lok Sabha. We know that emergency will come to end only when this resolution for discontinuance is getting passed, right? So that will be again passed using simple majority. So what is the simple majority here? 50 percentage plus 1 of present and voting. And then approval of the financial emergency and approval of the president rule. So talking about financial emergency, approval is done in the simple majority itself, and president rule is also getting approved in the simple majority itself. Talking about the motions, we know no confidence motion, a kind of censure element. So these type of motions again have to be passed in the simple majority. And then we also have this adjournment motion, vote of thanks, etc. When the commencement of Lok Sabha happens, president will address the gathering, and we have to actually show a sense of gratitude to the talk of the president by passing a motion after that. If that motion is not getting passed, that is, we will call it as vote of thanks to the president address, then the government has to resign, right? So all these types of things will be done with a simple majority. But it is not yet over. This is something very interesting that you have to know. Again, used for electing speaker, deputy speaker and deputy chairman, but not chairman. Why? Because we have separate election for electing our chairman. Who is the chairman? He is the vice president of India. So this simple majority is something which is used for what? Electing speaker, deputy speaker and deputy chairman. And then wherever the majority is not mentioned in the constitution, then we will use simple majority only. That is Article 67. Clause B. So we elected them in simple majority, but how to remove them? Before moving to that, I have a very quick announcement to make. That is, now you can avail UPSC CRC subscription for just rupees 1,200 per month. And if at all you are targeting 26-27, this is the right time for you to join the course where you will be able to access the classes in all English, Hindi as well as English batches, right? Optional classes are also going to get started, and if you can use my referral code RIYA50, you will be able to get further discount. Now, we will discuss the applications of effective majority. So, we elected the speaker, deputy speaker, and the deputy chairman using simple majority. But in order to remove them, we need effective majority. So, what is effective majority? That is 50 percentage plus 1 of the total strength of the house, right? Excluding vacancies, right? Okay. Now, who are all going to get removed under effective majority? It is speaker, deputy chairman, and most importantly, the vice president or the presiding officer of the Rajya Sabha. Okay, so if at all the vice president has to be removed, we need effective majority in the Rajya Sabha, that is 50 percentage plus 1 of the total strength minus vacancies. But it is not that easy. Why so? Because in order to move such resolution, what is needed beforehand? To serve a 14-day notice. That is, we have to serve a 14-day prior notice saying that we are going to create or pass a resolution for the removal of the vice president. But this winter session is going to end by 20th December, right? So this is not that easy to happen right now. So what you have to remember here is that although the vice president is getting removed, that is impeached with the help of effective majority in Rajya Sabha, in the constitution, it is not mentioned that in which majority it has to be done in the Lok Sabha. And that is why we make use of Article 67 Clause B, and then we pass a resolution in simple majority in the Lok Sabha. Okay, but it is needed effective majority in the Rajya Sabha but simple majority in the Lok Sabha for passing the resolution to impeach the vice president. Now, what are the applications of special majority? Type 1. Type 1 is used only in two cases. Number 1, whenever parliament wants to create a law in the state list. So drop a message in the comment section under what 5 conditions parliament can create laws in the state list. Okay, so when parliament wants to create law in the state list, a resolution should be passed in the Rajya Sabha, and that resolution will be passed using special majority type 1. Okay, and then when new All India Services is to be created, again the resolution has to be passed in the Rajya Sabha with special majority type 1. So what is special majority type 1? That is not less than 2/3 of the members present and voting. Okay. Now, moving forward to type 2 of special majority. This is something which is very important because it uses special majority type 1 plus absolute majority, right? We discussed about absolute majority. That is 50 plus 1 of total strength of the house. So this is needed for almost all the important things, that is constitutional amendments that need ratifications of these states. So this will be passed by special majority type 2 in the parliament, but this bill will be passed by simple majority in the state legislatures. And then for the removal of judges of the Supreme Court, High Court, and the election commissioners, CAG, etc. And then for the creation or abolition of the state legislative councils, and for the approval of national emergency in the parliament. Clear? Okay. What is the application of special majority type 3? It is again used only for the impeachment of the president. So we remember what is meant by special majority type 3, right? That is not less than 2/3 of total strength of the house. So this is all about the different types of majorities that we use and their applications. That's it from my side for today. If you have not subscribed to UPSC Warriors channel, please subscribe and stay tuned with us for more updates. Thank you and take care.